What's good, everybody? What is good? What is good? What is good? This is your girl, Nala-Ife. All right, we are going to be starting up here with the All Signs Tarotscope. All right, and it's been a moment. I hope everyone is well. Shout out to BB. Getting me a drink. And we're going to be checking out and seeing what's going on. What's up, Queen Britt? Shout out to you, girl. Y'all, okay. We can finally breathe a little bit. And we're going to do a collective reading, okay, to start off with. So, just letting everybody know what's going on. What's going on, Corey? Shout out to you. Okay. Let's see. I'm just testing out my camera real quick. So we're finna get into it. So we got the whole month of June. We're going into July, okay? So today is the 8th of June, 2020. And there's so much going on. So much happening. And so I'm hoping that I can give a little bit of direction tonight. Okay? Y'all gonna have to excuse my hands. Your girl does not have on her finger porn. But hey, that's what we gotta do. All right. Let me see something here. Okay. That's got the coloring that I like. Okay. Hey y'all. All right. Okay. So let's get into it. We're going to go Aries through Pisces, okay? But I'm going to get a collective read for all of the viewers here on Nala-Ife Tarot and also Nala-Ife Talks. If you would like to join the chat, okay, you can come through to Nala-Ife Tarot. Let me put the little banner up here, or you can just sit out in the clouds and out in the air, wherever you are. Blessings to everyone as you're coming in. Blessings. Can't you tell I'm tired? I am not animated at all. So if you would like, you can go ahead and fast forward to the portion in which we are going through the zodiac signs, or if you just want to hear my banter, you can just stick still. If you're watching this after it has streamed live, okay? So we're going to start off with a collective reading, given everything that's going on. This collective reading, I suppose, will touch on everyone. I mean, this is no matter what your zodiac sign is, it's pretty much what we can expect over the next 30 days. Okay, so you can take this into July as a collective, what we may see. All right. And then we'll get into the individual signs. Make sure that you guys check this out for your sun, moon, and rising. Okay. All right. Give me a collective reading, Spirit. I just got through watching the longest freaking movie ever. And I think that that's why I'm like, because I felt like it wasted my time. Okay. So I'm definitely not trying to waste anyone's time here, but it's called Prisoners. Man, listen. Hollywood knows they're with the shit, but we will talk about that another day, possibly on our channel, Nala-Ife Talks Live. Okay. But yes, okay. So we have the Four of Swords, we have the Three of Cups, and we have Transformation. We have the Death card. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, this is going to be so collectively, the focus here is definitely on our foundations, our homes, our achievement, what we know of ourselves. Okay, what we know of ourselves is definitely going to be going through a transformation here, um, because there are things that it almost feels like a weight is being lifted, and then this makes sense in accordance to things. A lot of people are being, a lot of cities are opening up. Okay, and after this long rest, there is this period of rejuvenation that and rejoice that's coming with the Three of Cups. However, I feel like collectively, it makes sense that we want to go through this transformation. A lot of what is going on in the world right now has to go through this period. Okay. Um, so it makes sense. Everything here is pretty much straightforward. Okay. Collectively, it is a time that we do take, even with us being free to come and go as we please, which supposedly we all always have been able to, but this is a time of action and wanting to rejoice, rejoicing in something, wanting something to celebrate. Okay. But the truth be told is that what I'm concerned about is that that may be short lived. Okay. Because we do have this transformative period. Okay. Especially as it relates to our foundation. We have power and authority showing up here. And we also have universal change. So when we see this, this is akin to the world card. The world is not the same as we know it. Okay. Okay, this is about gaining one's personal power, one's personal willpower back. Okay, as it relates to the foundations we've created for ourselves. As we know, we have a lot of planets that are in retrograde, and Mercury will be joining here shortly. Okay, so this is really going back over some things, is what I'm feeling like. And we know that we can't come out of our cocoons the same. There absolutely has to be transformation. And that's what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. There is an opportunity for new love. Okay. There's an opportunity for new self-awareness, new self-appreciation, because we're actually doing the things that we say we believe in. The world has challenged us to actually show up. It's not enough for you to say you believe in something. It's not enough. You actually have to show up and be about that thing. And so we are being challenged to, again, show up in our own lives. Okay. The only thing that concerns me collectively is, let's not, though we want to get back to celebrating, having a good time, let's not lose focus on what we have as our personal objectives. Okay. Personally, whatever's going on in your life, in the collective. Okay. Though you may have that moment of rejoice, do not, under any circumstances, get so drunk in this process, right? That we lose our footing, our guidance, because transformation is still on the way. Okay, the world as we know it is still going through this change. Okay, and unless you are sober in your objectives, in your progress, then unless you are objective, it's not going to feel good to go through this transformation. And this is a positive thing. Okay, it's a positive thing, but there are also some sobering details that will come to light. Okay, where we will have to show restraint, but it allows for, again, worldwide, globally, a new type of awareness. Okay, I'm seeing here. All right. New fights will emerge. Okay. New fights, but make sure you stand your ground. So, what this also could mean too is that if you have new offers, new relationships, especially coming into the month of June for everyone going forward, um, with these offers, it's about taking something with quality and not with quantity. Okay, standing your ground on the things that you believe to make sure you're getting exactly what it is that you deserve. Okay, there are some positive movements forward and some victory and successes to be had. But again, you know, I'm going to also err on the side of caution collectively, that we don't get so carried away with this newfound freedom that we start missing the total point of spiritually why we've been assigned to solitude in a way. Even if you're with people, this has been a very reflective time. What have you been able to unearth about yourself and about your needs and about the life that you want to create for yourself? Okay, that's very important going forward. Any type of old baggage, old BS, old bullshit, old mental paradigms going forward, especially with the second half of 2020 going into 2021, they will not survive because they will not show the ability to stand the test of time. Okay. Hey there, lovely Kai. What's going on? And you said Neptune. So BB says Neptune is it's going retrograde as well. Oh, you seen that movie, Queen Brit? Yeah, I started the reading off all on a like, ugh, all on a whatever, child. Because after watching it, it dragged on until it just dropped. It just dropped off. It's so fucking annoying. Like, come on, are you serious? We get this far, and you gonna nut up like that on us? You gonna nut up? Why you do that, Rudy? Why did you do that, Rudy? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Man, listen. All right. Let's get into, if you have a 7-Eleven and you want a high pH water, get this right here. I love the way this tastes. Outside of my Berkey filter, it's just, I don't know. I like this as well. Instead of having to go and spend all of the money on some of those electrolyte waters, I'm like, you know what? That's $1.59. So I'm cool with that. Now I think it's like $2.29 or something like that. That's cool with me. All right, we're gonna do a little romance angels. Okay, for those people who are love starved out here, post quarantine, in the post quarantine world. Okay, you trying to get your love on or whatever, child. Okay, and we're also going to be doing the after tarot, as well as using that as the primary reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with Aries. Girl, Queen Brit, that movie annoyed the daylights out of me. I was gripping right on the edge, right? And it had all the elements, as far as the detective. He had like a little eye twitch and everything, so you knew he was gonna be like one of those badass. Now I wouldn't say badass detectives, but you knew he was gonna be one of those good detectives that would get that would solve the fucking mystery, because he had the little eye twitch and had those little quirks. I was like, oh yeah, this finna be good. And they sent my blood pressure through the roof. And to get to the end and drop off like that, I'm like, come on, are you serious? I can't get that back. I can't get all of that intensity just to drop off like that, fam. Hell no. Hell no. That's too much. That's too much. All right. So Aries through Aries love for the month of June going into July. Aries love for the month of June going into July. Aries love. That was too much. Okay, so Aries, you pulled separation, but didn't give your relationship a chance. For some of you, you may be going through a separation. Okay, separation period. And it's not always bad. Okay, because there are some elements that maybe you need to work on with said partner that you have. I'm getting a feeling for a lot of my Aries, you've already experienced this separation. Okay, you've already experienced it and you're trying to work through this. It says here, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. But I really feel like this is a retrograded energy, because at the bottom of the deck, for one, okay, we have give your relationship a chance. Some of you have tried to give the relationship a chance, and this is what's causing the separation, to make sure that it is what you want as far as the love life, okay? Maybe having some fresh air, being able to get out, move around, travel. You need that. You may need, your relationship may have come to a time in which you guys need that time apart from one another, okay? So that's coming up here. Let's look at how the rest of your month, Aries, could go. Okay, this is for sun, moon, and rising. Okay. Some of you, Aries, also need to separate from certain friends and family members who are impacting your relationship negatively. That just came through to me, okay? Separation doesn't necessarily mean that you are separated from your partner. Some of you have outside influences that are also affecting your relationship. So kind of be on the lookout for that, okay? Just be on the lookout for that. All right, so we have Ace of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Cups. Let me pull one more. All right, Five of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. Okay, I'm going to say this right here. It's not a given. For some of you, Aries, you may be dealing with someone or something that may look at you as if it's a given. Okay, and this could also create a little bit of mind games and manipulation with the Five of Swords. All right, some of this also could talk about, Aries, this month outside of love. Okay, because it looks like you will be getting some romantic attention. Outside of love, though, there is a need to, if you or whoever you're dealing with, or whatever you're dealing with, if it's a person, place, or thing, um, watch out for smug behavior, whether someone's dealing with you in a smug way or you're dealing with someone else in a smug way. Because as I got started with your reading, something told me to tell you to not take something for granted, or do not let someone else take you for granted. And that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, that's exactly what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing the smugness here of the Nine of Cups, right? But then I'm seeing here mind games and manipulation. Either someone will say and do whatever it takes to maintain some sort of levity or leverage, okay, with you in a relationship, outside of a relationship, because they feel as though they can. They feel as though their position is more valuable than yours, and they leverage that against you, or vice versa. You are doing this to someone else. Okay, so kind of be on the lookout for that type of energy. Okay, all right. What else do we have? Give me that Five of Swords really quick. Yeah, some people you may have to separate from. Okay, some people you may have to separate. Someone knows a bit too much about your business. And if they feel privy to that, they feel as though they can insert themselves into your life to give some sort of direction. Okay, here to make some sort of assessment. I'm getting to that somebody, be careful, someone is drinking. Okay, maybe you're having someone over to your home, Aries, and you're serving, you have several people over to your home, or you're going somewhere where there's service, where there's a party, dinner party or whatnot, and someone gets a bit too damn drunk and they start like talking too much. You know what I mean by that? Where people get to talking a bit too much, or they get to telling people's business or something like that. You have someone around you, either this is you and it's just a warning for you not to, if you know how you drink or you know how you get down, it's not about keeping you from speaking your truth, but it's about making sure that you're not the one being the obnoxious one who, when told to pipe the fuck down, they get mad and then start really talking crazy. You may deal with someone like this, okay? Or this may be you, okay? So kind of just be on the lookout for that, because that may be what causes the separation if we're talking about a relationship, or could cause a separation from a job, and that is kind of having this overconfidence in oneself, because you're looking at your value, or the other person's looking at their value, right? And they feel as though, well, you know what, don't you see who I am, what I have? Don't you see what I got? You should be thankful that I'm here. You should be thankful that I got, I'm providing this for you, and they begin to kind of downplay anything that you got going on. Or if this is you, try not to do that, because that can also create more separation, because no one wants to feel inundated to someone. Even if you've done things for people, people don't want to feel, and this is for anyone cross-watching too, for Aries, no one wants to feel as though they owe you their whole life. They want to be able to, yes, they want to be thankful for what you've done for them, but they don't want to feel like they perpetually owe you. No one wants to feel like that, okay? So that may be a situation that comes on his head. So if you've been behaving in this way, it's almost like someone's taking too many liberties. Either you are taking too many liberties, or someone's taking too many liberties with you, and somebody gets fed the fuck up with that, okay? Let's see if we can get another story for Aries, okay? Let's see if we can get. I'm gonna go through. So if I don't get to everyone, I understand I will conduct a reading for everyone like this. So when I do get around to your sign, it should be a treat for you. Okay, give me a quick story for Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Or we may just start off with love, right? And then we'll go off into something else. For the month of June, going into July. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. Again, Five of Swords is showing up again. Watch out. You may need to, Aries, this may be a month to go ahead and lighten your load. You are a master at what you do as it relates to work, okay? If you're not getting paid what you are worth, it's time for you to start reassessing if this is worth it for you. Again, you may be thankful for your job, but you don't owe your job your livelihood. You don't owe certain clients your livelihood if they don't understand that now it costs a little bit more for your services. You have already shown approve. The Three of Pentacles says here that you've already shown approve. You produce quality work, so you should get more accolades. You should earn more, okay? You should be able to demand a higher price. And if people can't get with that, then so be it, all right? You may have people who, again, may be taking advantage of the fact that you have been so giving, okay? And when you approach them with the new changes, some people may just be mad about that. But this may, again, challenge you in such a way that you decide to cut it off with the Ace of Swords. And it's funny because as soon as you make that cutoff, that's when you have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the opportunity to manifest for yourself more opportunities. It's almost like as soon as you cut away the bad apples, because this person that's trying to get over on you that we saw in the first spread with the Seven of Swords, they're going to get caught up in their own bullshit. Because this is the after tarot, so it's a step further than the normal the normal Rider-Waite-Smith deck, right? So normally he's getting away with the Seven of Swords, but here it's a tripwire. So this person's going to trip up on themselves. They're either going to say something out the way, you know what I'm saying, talking at the side of their neck, and this is when you will be able to call them on that bullshit. And it looks like, again, it may be a cutoff. So this month, Aries, please don't take anyone's shit. I'm taking a sip. It looks almost as if, don't buy into the BS. Don't be this person, because then everyone's going to be looking at you like you're the asshole. Don't be this person. Okay, because everyone else is like, fuck this right here. This is a no-win situation. Let him sit up there and look at his busted ass swords, okay? No one wants to sword fight with your dumb ass anymore, okay? Either that's you saying that, Aries, to someone, or someone saying that to you. And the goal here is to cut out maybe that toxic pairing or that this kind of codependent situation that doesn't serve anyone. Okay, you let them be the thoughtless fool that they want to be. You go ahead and uproot that shit out your life, and we start to bring in what you really deserve, okay, and what you're really worth with the Ace of Pentacles. All right, that's what I'm seeing here in this month. Okay, so you guys, Aries might be cleaning house for June 2020. I'm seeing a whole cleaning house kind of energy. Okay. Looks like you may be repairing some relationships. And some relationships you may just be cutting cold off. Okay. And it looks like, again, don't be surprised if you have someone, maybe air, it could be air sign energy as well. We saw a lot of air energy on there. You did have some earth energy as well. But you may just have to get someone together and let them know that you know what your worth is, okay? And that no, they are not responsible or have contributed to who you are as a person. They have maybe inspired you, but they are not going to be they're not the depositor of all of your good luck, okay? You actually have something to do with your success. And also keep that in mind too if you're dealing with other people, all right? Okay, so Taurus. Hey there, Tawanda Vance. Shout out to Tawanda Vance. She is a content creator here on YouTube. I know YouTube sucks now with not letting you click on a person's name so you can go and join up their channel. But if you type into your search bar Tawanda Vance, you will find her channel, okay? And Tawanda, if you want to put your Instagram out there as well so people can follow you, she's phenomenal. I love her posts. Very inspirational, and she does reading in Oracle as well. So let's go ahead and get into the sign of Taurus, okay? Taurus, love for Taurus, and then we'll get into your general read. Aries set the tone for how we were going to do the reading, so there we go. Okay, Taurus, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Get the hell out the house, Taurus, okay? All right, get out the house. Okay, some of you are still mourning potentially a relationship that's not in the balance. Okay, another thing, Taurus, this is it's messed up, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. Number one, Taurus, get your ass out the house and actually go and enjoy yourself. Okay, be open to meet new people. I know it's a change, but this is a time for you to enact that. Another thing, Taurus, it is absolutely not okay for you to keep dangling your ass in front of that old person that you know you're not going to be serious with, okay? It is absolutely not okay for you to then let someone else dangle their ass in front of you and they're not going to be serious, okay? It's really time to wake up. Okay, I know that it's the devil that you know, or maybe you are the devil that they know. All right. But it's not going to get you or their poor soul anywhere. Okay. Learn to get out the way. So for some of you Tauruses, you're dealing with someone who probably really, really likes you because of the perception they have of you, but you don't have the same feelings for them, or vice versa. You have a perception of someone and that's not the real for you. Okay. And somebody needs to wake up. Either you need to be the one that's releasing, or you need to release yourself. And you're doing this, or you could be dealing with someone who's doing this, right? Because it's uncomfortable for you to start over. It's uncomfortable for you to go out there and deal with new people. But if you know that the dude or the chick that you're dealing with can only take you so far. They may be a bed partner to you. They may keep your bed warm at night. Okay? Stop settling for that. And then when you know truly you want the whole shebang. or you want something that has a lot more meaning, okay? So, Taurus, this could either be you, or you could be dealing with someone who does not intend on making this a long-term relationship. It's kind of like they're there for the moment, okay? This person could be rebounding. You could be the one that's rebounding, okay? And it's really time to point that out. And it's also time again for you to get out the house and actually enjoy yourself. Let people see you, okay? Let people see you, and it's time for you to see other people, okay? Seriously, you know. That's what's coming up here really quick. Let me throw a couple of cards to get a little bit more of a story for Taurus love life, and then we'll do your general in just a moment. Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, okay, and the Moon card. Okay, so that just underscores everything that I thought. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. That's rejection. The Four of Cups is like, I'm sick of this shit. Okay, I don't want to drink out of this cup anymore. I've drank 3 of them, and it's the same thing. Okay. Taurus, okay, again, you have either tried to work on this, and work on this. If you don't like them like that, it's time to let it go, okay? Because the thing about it is that they can't ask nothing from you, or you can't ask nothing of them without someone getting upset, okay? The truth be told is that secretly, you're not really into it. Okay, this is the thing that is not being expressed. Okay, you may be expressing it because you don't text. Like if they like, okay, let me slow down for a moment. You may be expressing it inadvertently by like your short answers via text message, or again, you could be experiencing this, that person having short answers to you. Like this is a major get a clue moment as it relates to your love life, okay? This ain't it, boo, okay? This ain't it. Because if you put a lot of work into this and you start to get fed up with not receiving what you want, then an argument can ensue. And the way it looks is that we find out how this person really felt. They really didn't want that commitment. This is definitely for my Taurus ladies, for you not to play the game of, okay, I'm just going to stop talking to him and then see how he handles me. Okay, see if he comes back to me. Because this person right here, it just looks like maybe your judgment, and it happens to the best of us, could have been a little bit cloudy. And you probably had a friend or someone tell you about this. And you may think that it's deeper than it actually is, or vice versa. The other person may think it's deeper than it actually is. At the bottom of this right here, you guys need to have a heart-to-heart conversation, okay? You definitely need to clean this up because it's not making anyone happy, okay? It's not making anyone happy. So a lot of you are protecting yourself by getting into relationships that you know are not going anywhere, just so you don't have to show up. So be careful if you are cross watching for a Taurus, specifically a Taurus male. Okay, he may be in a relationship with you, baby, and if he's not showing up for you, but he still comes around, it's kind of one of those things where I can be with someone, but then I don't have to really show up for them because we're not in a committed relationship. If you know that your ass wants a commitment, if you're dealing with a Taurus, or if you are a Taurus, do not enter at this time in any type of friends with benefits situation. That is suicide, you know, not literally, okay, not that morbid, but it's kind of like self-esteem suicide. All right, this is the time to play the, oh, let's, you know, I understand we're going to take it slow, blah blah blah, and we're not going to put a label on it, but we're going to see where it goes. Listen, we're all adults. If that person's not looking for a commitment, it's a good chance they're not going to commit to you. Okay, so if that's what you want, ultimately you probably want to hold out for someone who actually wants the same thing. Otherwise, you know, it's just like avoid the pie on the face kind of shit, where you feel stupid for even getting involved, okay? And your feelings are more hurt, or your ego's more hurt, than you actually feeling like they broke your heart, okay? Because they didn't accept you. Then you get into this weird spiral of, well, why did they reject me? Is there something wrong with me? Blah, 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 blah. Save yourself all of that nonsense right there. And if the person is not excited to pursue you, vice versa, if they feel like it's a given, it's time to move the hell on, okay? Recognize if it's one of those situations. And also, too, if you are the person that's doing this, that's super not okay. Okay, that's not okay to play with people like that. So this is a time for you to be straight up. Okay, that brings more unhappiness your way because you're living a lie. Okay, and like, how do you expect to find happiness if you are not living that truth, and you're making someone a convenience instead of someone a partner? So it could go both ways for you, Taurus, here in this month. So then let's look at get a general read. So let's get a general read for the sign of Taurus. What y'all talking about? What's going on, Nav? We are doing open. This is not reading night. So I'm sorry, boo-boo. But you might have to check out. You can check out my girl Teresa's tarot shotties. I think that she still does she does the majority of like the open readings, where you can donate to her and she can read for you. But I am not having a reading night tonight, okay? But we will have one coming up, so you just may have to hold out for that. So, all right, Taurus general reading. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Hermit card. Okay. And the Two of Swords. Listen. This is about Taurus this month in June. Okay. Very mental month. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So Taurus, the way that I see this right here is about fulfillment of your desires. Okay. This is about you finding the right. You're looking for the right type of environment that will foster stability and long-term happiness. But what you're being told here, or what you're going to potentially be guided to in this month, Taurus, is that you have to go within. There are some parts of yourself where you are undecided about how you want to move, how you want to accomplish this happiness. Perhaps because there's been a lot of changes in your life. Okay. Especially if you are one of the Tauruses who found out that you are in an unrequited love situation and the other person is with you because they're comfortable, but you may have another opportunity outside of them. I do see that. Okay. Some of you Tauruses are indecisive about a job role that's going to be coming up as well in the workplace. You may have an opportunity to go into a new workplace. I'm just going to ask that you do some research about the role, okay, before you jump ship. All right. And even not so much before you jump ship, before you move into that role, prepare yourself emotionally and mentally and physically for what this job may entail. Okay. All right. Let's look at something here. Yeah, some of you may be moving on for better pay, and it's bittersweet. Okay, a lot of people coming out of this corona situation or this COVID situation and the self-distancing and everything, they're ready to make changes in their life, and towards you're no exception. It looks like you're just indecisive about how to move forward. I'm going to tell you here that it's time to put some things into action that have long term. If it's not long term, do not waste your time with it. Okay? It's time to actually get realistic and get very physical, very mobile, very action oriented, and bringing something new to yourself, whether that be relationship or it be work. Okay? You will have some offers and opportunities. Some things may be bittersweet from what I'm seeing here. But as soon as you start to get your mind right, Taurus, things will start to take off for you in a positive direction. Is how I'm getting this. Okay. And that's for my Tauruses. All right. Love wise, I'm gonna say this: it's not the easiest month for my Tauruses when we're talking about love. Unless you are single and you're not dating anyone, then it's time for you to get out there and actually. And you have that question about, well, when is my next love opportunity going to come out? Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. The new club right now is outdoors. Okay, anywhere people are talking about things that are important to society, that's going to be the place where you meet people. Okay, people who are like-minded to you. People are very vocal right now. People are very passionate about what they believe. And if there's no other time, and this is for all signs, it is going to be you getting out there to meet other people who think the way that you think. Okay, this will be a good time for that, to see how people are made, see another side. Because if you meet people in places like clubs and bars and stuff, we kind of know what they're there for. But when you meet people doing something you're passionate about, that's pretty cool, because you actually get to see how this person feels and how they think, what's on their heart, what they care about. And I think it's more genuine. So I'm going to say, get active in your community. Okay, especially with that, let your friends help you. Get active in your community. All right. So Gemini, you are up next. Hey there, Queen of Water. You say you are so tired, honey. I'm telling you. I know how you feel. I was just over it. I was completely over this movie. It took like how long was that fucking movie? That movie was like 2.5 hours. And it wasn't like watching, Inception that really challenges you. You know what I'm saying? Or it wasn't like watching Interstellar. Like Interstellar, if you want to know what the 40, 5D, and 6D realm is, or you want to understand the concepts of spirituality along with the concepts of space travel, wormholes, and all of that shit. If you spiritual and you're also nerdy, scientific, and you really want to know what's out there, listen, I never get tired of Interstellar. A lot of people cannot sit for a long time and watch Interstellar. Interstellar is by far one of my favorite movies of all time. Okay, by far and I have plenty of movies that I love, but Interstellar, for me, like, I don't know why I'm talking about this as soon as I get to Gemini. And then shout out to all the Geminis. Happy birthday, Geminis. Okay, shout out to all of the Geminis. We're in Gemini season. But I don't know what it is, but whenever I watch Interstellar, I learn a little bit more. And it's just, I don't know. So if you want to see, this movie, I wish I could talk to whoever wrote the movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I get that this is considered, they are probably most likely a part of the elites. They are most likely aware of things that we are not aware of, technology, spiritual, spiritual ideology, and all sorts of things, right? But this movie has so much going on with it. Okay. I love the movie Interstellar. Love it. Love it. I love the movie Inception as well. Okay. And also, of course, all the Matrices. Okay. Harry Potter. All right. But I like Interstellar. I did not like The Martian as much. But if you wanted to watch The Martian first, then watch Interstellar. Okay? And I could have sworn that one water planet that they landed on in Interstellar was Neptune. It looked like Neptune or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or it could have been Uranus. They say Uranus is all water. So let's go ahead and get into the sign of Gemini. Gemini, let's get you your love for the month of June. Oh, you are a medium? Oh yeah. 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 If you're tapping into your medium abilities, Queen of Water, then yes, you would be tired right now for sure. For sure. Check her out. She's Earth Angels therapies and tarot and therapies. She's on YouTube, Earth Angels, Tarot, and Therapies here on YouTube. So, Gemini. All right, Gemini, you have retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. What? Gemini? And getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, okay? So, Gemini, this is a time that if you are in a relationship, you may want to really spend time with this person, retreat with this person, okay? For some of you who are coupling, this is not a time to put people in your business. Okay, it's definitely not a time for that. It's really a time for you to be honest about, honest with yourself about maybe how you've been moving for some of you in love. If you're single, it's a time to be honest. Okay, about how you're moving in love, and maybe things are you're maybe a little bit too open about some relationship themes. Okay. For some of you, it is retreating into something where, again, it's not about putting everyone in your business, okay? Relationship-wise, this is not a time to be communicating it all over social media. This is not and no one really wants to hear about it. Not in this time right now. And so this is a time in which you do need to go and really get to know this person and let them get to know you. Have the conversations, okay? It's definitely not a time for superficiality at all, okay? No superficial type of energy as it relates to love, okay? Outside of that, unless you are already dating someone or you've met someone new, for some of you, actually, this could be coming for you in this month, okay? More so than any other sign, and I haven't even read the other signs yet. Again, this is not about superficiality. Also, slow down the sexuality. Okay? Slow it down. For some of you, it is time to disconnect from what you believe people want from you. And it's about what it is that you need to feel comfortable. You acknowledging that, okay? So some of you may be retreating from the dating scene to really get a feel for what it is that you want, okay? And being direct. Some of you may be retreating from certain relationships. You may find out somebody really is an asshole, okay? And they think that they can play like mind games with you, all right? You may actually call somebody out on something, and you decide that this person here wants to have their cake and eat it too, okay? That could very well go down this month, all right? Especially with that Knight of Swords. This is about you taking more control of a situation as well. What do we have here? We have your card at the bottom of the deck, the Lover's card. If you're in a relationship, you may want to pull back because you may find evidence of this person, again, taking a little bit of a liberty with you that you don't deserve. Now, for you, unlike Taurus, if you pull back, this is going to put the ball back in your court in actuality, okay? Because it allows for this person to realize what it is that you bring to the table and actually miss you and come after you. So it's done with a different spirit, okay? You retreating maybe will give them time to really kind of see that, no, this is a great option. This person is amazing, and I'm not going to be able to find someone as unique as this person. So let me get my mind right before I lose an opportunity to know this person a little bit more. Okay? So you may have to get someone together. If someone, goes a bit too far or is a bit too cavalier in how they handle you, you have the opportunity this month to set the record straight. Okay? That's what I'm getting in the love department. Let's go ahead and get your general read up. I know, the social butterfly, right? Telling the social butterfly to sit down somewhere is like unheard of, okay? But it's only for the month of June. I mean, if you're dealing with, fake ass people, or you know what I'm saying, people who don't mean you any good, or people who, you know, are taking your kindness for weakness. Or if you are dating somebody and you're thinking that you're in, you know, building a long-term relationship, and this person's just playing on you, and that's not something that you want. You kind of got to let a person know exactly where you stand. Okay, I'm talking to some Geminis that can pull them. And you don't have to sit there and put up with anyone, because your temperament, again, let's leverage that. Being a social butterfly means that you are willing to talk to people. You're willing to get out there and conversate with people. So this gives you more opportunities to date who you want to date. Yes, in some instances, but more opportunities to meet new people. And if you are not feeling good about yourself, and if you feel, you know, you have low self-esteem and whatnot, then that shows up in how how you socialize with others. And if you don't feel hot, then you don't present yourself as available. People can feel that off of you. You don't get that confidence that Geminis can be known for. Geminis have an awkward confidence. Like, it's a quirky confidence. It's just like unapologetic, and it works for them. It completely works for them, because you see that they are intellectual. You see that they're not dumb, and they're multifaceted, and they're brilliant, right? But then there's just kind of a self-acceptance that they have that that shows other people that their oddness, quirkiness, or weirdness is actually cool, and it brings something fresh to the group. Like, Geminis will talk to anyone. They make friends anywhere. Okay. So when you're feeling bad about yourself, you're not bringing that kind of energy. You're not able to shine. Okay. Don't let nobody make you feel like a second choice either, Gemini. Okay. You have the ability this month to put that ball back in your court, because I don't think whoever you're dealing with is going to want to lose you. I don't think so. Okay. Now, this is a general read for Geminis. And guys, I will return with the cusp readings and the monthly readings. These are just light readings that we're doing. Okay. Okay, Geminis, like, quickly. Like, this Wheel of Fortune brings in new opportunities that come in fast. Some of you may be traveling. Let's see what else we got here. Woo. Okay. So we have the Tower card. Some of you may be traveling, but again, look before you leap. I'm going to say with Gemini, you may get a lot of attention. You may be talking with a lot of people, a lot of messages over social media, but there may be a misunderstanding, and this may be why you're retreating, whether this is in your business life and in your love life. Okay. Kind of be careful about that. All right. Make a reassessment about who you're dealing with, because then we start to see that may not be what we want, and we keep it moving. With the Three of Wands, this is my perpetual keep it moving card. I'm going to turn my back on what doesn't serve me for something else. Okay, this may be where we find out, again, someone is taking a bit too much liberty with us, Gemini. Okay, we got that Emperor card. Y'all may be dealing with Aries. You could be dealing with Scorpio with that Tower card, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have Jupiter energy here, so you could be dealing with Pisces, or you could be dealing with Sagittarius as well with that. Okay, but it looks like, again, you're gonna be, I don't know, love kind of took over here. It looks like you're gonna be playing a tit for tat. Don't play tit for tat. It's almost like knowing what your worth is. You got the Wheel of Fortune and the World card. Some relationships do need to come to an end. Okay? It's time to get, don't have one foot in the door and one foot out. Because either this is you, Gemini, or the person you're dealing with is going to retreat from you, because they're getting to know other people. And they're tired of the back and forth where you got one foot in and one foot out. That's about to explode or fall in on itself or implode on itself. Okay. And this person will be turning their back to the situation, taking more control and putting an end to the relationship, or this is going to be you. Okay. So I'm just going to give you this warning here. If someone has a heartfelt offering, don't take that for granted. Or better yet, if someone doesn't take your heartfelt offer seriously, you know what I'm saying? Give their ass the business and tell them where the fuck they can go. Okay? Because as soon as you do that, you open up additional opportunities for yourself. Okay? But you may have to fall back in order to see a person's true colors. I'm also getting too. So in your life, look out for the Mercury retrograde right now that we got coming up. Okay, it looks like, again, as you start to move towards some things, you have some very positive developments that could come your way, new opportunities. But something from your past that you may be trying to drag forward, Gemini, is going to come to an end. And it's going to come to an end in a way where you can't even go back to it if you wanted to. Okay? That's done. That's done. Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, which completely obliterates everything. And you have the World card here too. You're going to be forced with this Three of Wands to turn your back on what doesn't serve you and to have this Emperor-like energy and start to move yourself forward. Okay? Is how I'm interpreting that. But yep, that's Gemini. Okay? That's for Gemini. We got Cancer up next. Bitch, can you pick up the cards? Pick up the pieces. Shit. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. We have Cancer up next. Okay, Cancer, love. Make sure you guys check these for your sun, moon, and rising, okay? We have wedding, all right? At the bottom of the deck, we have express your love, okay? So Cancer, you may have a situation in which you express your love to someone. Be careful, because you could be dealing with someone that's married. Whenever I get the wedding card here and we're talking about a reading, I'm talking, it's a situation where you could be dealing with someone and you meet someone new in the love department, okay? And they could still be married. They could be estranged from their partner, okay? Or, again, you just never knew about it. So just be on the lookout for that. Outside of that, you have a good opportunity this month to meet someone, or someone is attracted to you who has their eyes set on long-term success in love. Okay, so that could be a huge potential for you. So if you're interested in this person, maybe it's not as good of a time to act coy. Okay, but when I see the wedding card here again, this could be someone who in a past life, previous life, there could have been unfinished business. You could be raising up a karmic soulmate, meeting a soulmate this month. That could be something that happens, and it's almost like a connection that you cannot deny. In a way, you can't even deny it if you wanted to. So that may be taking place with you. On the flip, again, you could be dealing with someone that if you express your love to them, I'm sorry guys, I had a couple of windows coming up. If you do express your love to them, you may find that this person is already attached or promised to someone else. Okay, trust me, those are two very clear energies, and you can't deny it. Some of you actually may be meeting a soulmate this month when you have these kind of energies. Okay, so Cancer, this may be a major time for you. Major time for you in as it relates to love. Okay, you may start to feel more comfortable looking for those things for yourself. Okay, more confident. Some of you may actually shoot your shot this month. You may feel more comfortable and may be accepting. If you see someone who you've been interested the whole time, you were afraid of them rejecting you, this may be a time in which that person may not reject you. Okay? If you're a male Cancer, okay? If you're a female Cancer, I can't tell the women what to do because the women going to do what they want to do sometimes, but if you are a female Cancer, just be careful not to then impose your sensuality and your deadly sexuality on these men, okay? Because what ends up happening is that you care more about the relationship than maybe that person does, and then maybe promise to someone else if you didn't stick around and really figure out what was going on with them, okay? And yeah, it may suck, especially if they knew that they're actively cheating on their partner. However, that's not an indication that something's wrong with their partner. It's an indication that something's wrong with them and they don't really value the commitment. So make sure that you're very clear about that, okay? Let's pull some cards. A lot of women get into that whole thing. Well, if she was doing what she's supposed to do, then he wouldn't be over here with me. And I'm looking at them like, but boo-boo. Like, but that's his main chick, though. If he's still with her, you are not any better. And actually, you're worse. So don't do that, okay? That's not a badge of honor. That's an admission of stupidity. Okay, stop that bullshit. All right, so that's all I'm saying. You may be dealing with someone who you have to tell them to stop that BS, or this may be a gentle and friendly reminder for you to stop that shit, okay? All right, we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups, okay? And the Five, again, in the love department, I'm going to do another reading. I'm going to do another one. In the love department, for some of you, you are either, you have feelings for someone, but you're not taking advantage of that. You're not actually speaking on it. For some of you Cancer males, okay? For some of you Cancer females, you have a man that's around you that is interested. Potentially could come around you and be interested, but you are so guarded up or maybe still reeling over someone from the past that you're not allowing this to take fold, okay? And you are like self-imposing, like you're putting your own self out in the cold here. Especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? Some of you are focusing on your coin, and it's a way to keep you from being hurt in love or relationships. And there's a person who's reaching out to you and you're not giving them the attention, okay? Is what I'm seeing for Cancer. Okay. Like you, yeah, there's for some of you Cancer females, you got somebody that over the next month going into July that really is trying to get to know you or wants to get to know you. But it looks like you're focused on the coin, which, listen, I understand that. I get that. But it's to the point where you feel out in the cold when it comes to love. Some of you, again, I don't know why I'm feeling this. If he's married or if she is married, please don't make this an exercise of ego to get this person's attention. Because the Queen of Pentacles can also talk about someone's wife. The Empress can definitely say the mother of someone's child, but the Queen of Pentacles can talk about the wife. And the wife who's been there, who manages the finances, okay? Because I don't see him or her. I'm seeing this. Some of you Cancer males, you are interested in a woman that's well together, and she may come out as a married woman because of the way she presents, and you are afraid to approach her. Okay? I'm just going to say this right now. All right? A lot of people are fearful. Maybe it's time to let things work itself out. Maybe it's not time to address love right away, but it is time to take the blinders off. Let's pull a couple of more cards. Okay, for some of you, you are afraid to let someone know. You are afraid to let someone know how you feel. Okay? You are afraid. And the thing about it is that you may find out they feel the same way. And I'm going to say this. I have to give the criteria. And this is not because it's native to Cancers, because it's not. Cancers don't have a problem with attracting people to you. When you are in your energy, you can do it better than the most of us. Okay? What I'm getting is this is not someone who has never given you the vibe that they're into you. This is someone who you know is energy. You guys are sharing the energy. You're not going there and making up something, you know, to that person, and it's not evidence within your friendship that y'all feeling each other. Okay? But either you or the other person you're dealing with is incredibly afraid. You could be dealing with a person who's highly intellectual as well, or you could be the intellectual. Okay? Cancer, I don't know. I'm all up in your business. I got another story too. Some of y'all, for some of you Cancer men out there, your girl is gonna find out about your about the hidden woman. Okay? For some of you Cancer men, the female that you value the most, the woman that you value the most, is about to find out about your extracurricular activities. And the person who you're seeing behind the scenes has got a wild hair in their ass, and they're reaching out to your long-term partner because you've given them the perception that you wanted more. Not only that, they just found out about your other partner. You've either told the other person that you were finna leave and you had no intentions on leaving. Okay? For some of you Cancers, you may be a Cancer and there may be something you're going to experience by parties that are unnamed here, or that's going on with some of you. Okay? Cancer, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Somebody's going to find some shit out about what people are doing behind the scenes. Okay? That's another way that this is coming through for me. Cancer. Hold up. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Cancer females. If you are the one stepping out and you're in a long-term relationship, yeah, that may be uncovered. Okay, I'm getting messages. I'm getting social media. Yep. Y'all be careful. Okay, y'all be careful. Cancer. It may be a little bit of a drama in a way of relationships. Okay, some things may be a little bit explosive. Okay, if either someone's been emotionally manipulating you, or if you've been emotionally manipulating somebody else. Okay. Damn, that took a lot. That was a lot. I didn't expect Cancer to be doing all of that. Cancer, I will be revisiting you, obviously, in your monthly reading. So look out for that. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Okay, so let's get into Leo. I would expect a Leo to have all that drama going on. It ain't because I'm hating on my Leos. No, I love my Leos. But sometimes Leos don't know how to leave their exes alone. And it could be that one ex who keeps lingering, wanting to come back to Leo, and they've moved on to a new person. And Leo, being the way Leo is like, well, I don't want to just cut off the relationship. What if my new? It's like, come on, are you serious? It's time to let the dust bunnies go. Okay, if they're from the past, it's time to cut that shit off. But I'm just surprised that I saw that for Cancer though. That's like, no. But Cancer, you are either coming into awareness about something like that happening, or that's happening to you, boo-boo. I don't know. For my single Cancers, it does look like the opportunity for you to meet someone, okay? And it's not a time to be coy or act like you don't like this person or you're not interested. It's time for you to, speak up about that, okay? But don't chase if you're a Cancer female. Please don't. All right, Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's pull a Romance Angels card for you guys. I'm going to go to Virgo, and then I'm going to come back for a second half. I'm tired. I'm not going to lie to you. I am so tired. But I'm going to come early tomorrow, so if you guys want to tune in, you definitely can tune in. And it will be Virgo, not Virgo, Libra through, we'll do Libra through Pisces. All right, so Leo. Okay, so Leo, we have unrequited love, and we have calling in your soulmate. So Leo, I believe that for my Leos this month, in the romantic sense, you've had a lot of time to think, and some of you are probably afraid to move on. I don't know if it's a fixed sign thing, because Taurus had a similar energy. And maybe because of the whole quarantine things, you're thinking about the past, okay? You're thinking about the past, and you're wanting something new to come in to help relieve you, okay? If you're feeling like this, no, you're not crazy. I believe that the fixed signs have really been forced to, instead of putting their energy into working towards something, to really think about the past, and feeling unstable with all of these things that are going on in the world, and in a way to escape, you may start to linger about old relationships, okay? Think twice before you think about reanimating an old relationship. If it's old, it's time to leave it where it is, okay? So let's get you a couple of cards here to look at that more in depth. Okay, we have the Empress, the Page of Wands. Some of you really felt, in the Queen of Pentacles, some of you really felt like some of you have the wrong idea. Some of you have the wrong idea. For some of you Leos, I got a new one too. It just came through to me. Some of you think that the person that you missed doesn't miss you, or didn't see value in you. You couldn't be more than wrong. Okay, some of you couldn't be more than wrong. Some of you feel rejected when you shouldn't feel rejected. This person or this situation is not a reflection of your lack of beauty or your lack of charisma. It may be a reflection in personality differences. Okay, some of you, this person never intended on having a long-term relationship, and you just didn't pick up the cues, okay? For others of you, it really looks like a misunderstanding. Okay? Some of you have an ex returning. I'm going to tell you that right now. You have an ex returning. I know this goes completely left from the unrequited love. It goes completely left. But I believe that in this particular case, I don't know why I feel so pulled to this. I feel as though a situation is going to return to you that you really got depressed about, and you really took those things personally about the fallout. You took it personal to yourself. You took it personal to your aesthetics. When the truth be told is, there was nothing wrong with you aesthetic wise. All right, there's nothing wrong with you. This person, personality wise, you guys didn't mesh. But you don't be surprised if you hear this person kind of crawling back to you, is what I'm getting here as well. You also, and Leo, I need you to remember that you are that bitch, or you are that dude. Okay, because whoever this person is, as I'm looking upon this, you could be dealing with earth sign energy. You could be a Taurus. You could have Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay, but this person, you have a negative view of the way this person may look at you, and that's not how they look at you. Like, you couldn't be more wrong. Okay, and it sounds like to me that you are panicking about the way that people receive you, because you remember a time when someone may have been abusive and dismissive of you. Like, that's how I'm getting this. That's how it's stacking up to me. Yeah, I see a return. I see a return in a situation, but and you kind of coming back to your senses about who you are. Leos, try not to be so damn extreme. Like, why do you have to be the all in all? And if you can't be the all in all, you're nothing. Like, that's, you got to really watch that tendency of yours. If you can't be, like, you know what I'm saying, if you can't be the most, like, if you can't drip harder than anyone else, then you are not dripping at all. Like, why does it have to be that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it have to be like that? And the reason why I say that is that, Leo, I see you like setting yourself up for unnecessary depression. And it's almost like this too, Leo, sometimes you will get into a competition and compete where you shouldn't have been competing in the first place. And if you don't win the competition because you probably didn't see who was in it, you take it so personally that you feel that you ain't shit. When the truth be told is that you are a cold motherfucker. Like, you a bad bitch. Okay? But for whatever reason, I believe that you sometimes apply your glory to the wrong things and it comes across superficial and self-centered. Okay? And I don't care if it's sun, moon, or rising. It still affects the whole. It comes off self-centered because it's like this. You are so giving to others, but generally it's with the, and I love my Leos, but sometimes it can be with with you're giving as long as that person is praising you in some kind of way. And the moment they're not praising you, you take it as if that person's attacking you. And you just don't know how to roll sometimes with a person can criticize you and do it from the heart. And I think you take offense to that. And what that leaves you vulnerable to are vultures who will never tell you the truth. And they praise you to get what they want out of you. And it convinces you that they're your friend, and you find out they're not genuine. So you may have some realizations coming up about that tendency of yours. Just because someone is critical of you doesn't mean that they don't love you, or it doesn't mean that they're hating on you. They're just seeing something that you can't see. You got to remember, you're represented by the sun. I mean, if I was a ball of light, I would blind myself too. Think about that for a moment. The only thing, if you only see yourself, then when someone else presents that they may just be a little bit better, you take that shit so hard. When the truth be told is that everyone is amazing in their own right. So that's a message too that I'm getting for you as we get into Cancer season. I don't know why that's so apparent, but it's almost like you're coming out of having, bouts of low self-esteem, and then you figure out that it was completely unnecessary for you to feel that way. Also, too, you may be called out on some manipulation shit. Okay, be careful. Or you might be calling somebody else out on some manipulation. Okay, where they're telling you one thing and then running behind your back to talk to someone else about another thing. That's not cool. So, and this is trying to, change people's opinions about you. So watch out for that in your workplace. That's not in the cards here. That got a ping about that. So that could be someone who's watching this right now. If you have significant Leo, or if you watch this back later, be careful of double-sided people. Okay. There may be someone that's running behind your back, talking to the opposing side, and then running and telling you one thing. Okay. And it's like Machiavellian. Okay. Some of you, this may show up in your workplace. Okay. Just be careful about that. And don't be afraid of calling a person out in all of your royalness. Okay. Don't be afraid of calling someone out, because there could be the difference between some tricky shit going down and you being able to avert that for yourself and for others. Okay, Leo? And then we're going to get into Virgo. And then I'm going to end it for Virgo. And then tomorrow, I think I'll be back around 12 p.m. So noontime. Tomorrow, we're going to do Libra. Okay. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay. So Virgo, let's do Virgo love, and then I'll come back for the rest. Okay. I know all my other babies that are on the other side of the zodiac is like, bitch, why? I'm so sorry. The fucking movie drained all my energy. It drained everything. I'm a 12th house moon, okay? And I get lost in art, okay? I get lost in cinematography, I get lost in music, right? And I get lost in whatever it is. And so when I get disappointed about something, it's not for me, it's not like, you know, it'll low key mess my day up. Like, unless I find something else that entertains me, it'll low key mess my day up. Like if it's some bullshit, it will low key piss me off and mess my day up. So, that was a long. I should have never did that. I should have went in and did something else before I got started on this reading. I should have started a little bit earlier and missed the whole thing. But I am going to come back around noontime tomorrow to finish up Libra through Pisces. So anywho, Virgo. This is for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising. This is the love in the month of June going into July. We have getting to know each other and then trust, okay? So, Virgo, I mean, all the Mercury signs are doing everybody's doing something with needing to take their time. And this shouldn't be hard for Virgo. It should not be hard for Virgo. It does look like you are getting to know someone, but this is going to challenge you in your ability to trust love. Okay, or trust a relationship at this time, or being vulnerable with someone. Or the other side of it is that you, as you get to know this person, you're able to learn that you can trust them. There are just some things as you get to know their behaviors, what they're passionate about, what drives them. And you find home in that. And that's where you build a bond, and that's where you build trust. So there could be that potential too. So shout out to the Virgos. That's really positive, actually. Really positive. And that's how it goes. Sometimes it can be your birthday season, and it's like, what the hell? And it's like 2 months later, then you fall into alignment. Or it could be 2 months before your birthday season, and it's just good energy as it relates to love and relationships and other things that are going on. You know, nothing's set in stone. I know they have that science about 52 days, the Saturn period, 52 days before your birthday or whatnot, but it doesn't always work like that. It just doesn't always work like that. It just depends. It depends on your state of mind, you know? So then let's go ahead and get into Virgo. Virgo, let's look at the messages as it relates to love, and then we'll do your general reading. Okay. So what I'm going to tell you right now, you may have fear. This is a soulmate connection. Some of you are really, I don't know what the gist is, but for some of you Virgos, this person past life, yep, you could be dealing for Libra or you could be dealing for Taurus, but this is past life. Okay, it's someone who you've dreamed about. It's something that scares you because it makes you feel a little bit out of control. Okay, but this is a past life relationship. It's something that feels permanent. It's something about this person that you are meeting, and guys have a meeting of the minds. Okay, it's quick. It's a one and done for me. But this person it was meant. Some of you will be having this experience again. This is not every Virgo, but who I'm picking up for, this person is past life. Whether or not the relationship works or not, you could be resolving some karmic bonds or karmic issues from the past. But this is something that is past life. Okay, no matter what the relationship type is, whether it's friendship, whether it's romantic, any of those things. Okay, some of you may be deciding to get married. Okay, if you are cross watching for a Virgo man, and you are just now meeting him, it may be something that he's considering. Now for some of you Virgos, you have been in a long-term relationship with someone, but you need to go ahead and get that your previous marriage, you do need to get an official divorce, okay, from your previous marriage, okay, um, in order to move forward, okay. There may be some things that come up about that. I'm seeing I'm seeing something that is coming through, something that you were more fearful of than you needed to be in the past, and you facing it and you bringing justice to the situation. Some of you Virgos have not trusted your partner. Maybe your partner's super self-sufficient and very confident, and you feel the need that you can't trust them, and you face that this month. You're able to ask the questions and have a conversation that you may have avoided in the past. You are able to then let them know what your fears are and find resolution in that. Some of you could have been in a relationship for 15 years, and as you guys are growing, you started to grow apart. And this is 15 years is a bit extreme. You're probably not watching a tarot reading for this purpose. If anything, you probably be booking one. But if you are in a relationship that's 2 or 3 years old, as you guys are growing, you are changing. And so you're getting to know each other and how you're changing. But you're able to answer some things about you being worried about this person's longevity. Something that you're worried about is going to come to the surface, and it does feel like you will feel more resolved moving forward. You may feel as though you guys can finally move past this, and it will help deepen the bond. So that's a potential for you this month, okay? Some of you do have a return of someone. Okay, I'm going to say that for Leo, especially if you're a Leo Virgo cusp, you may have a return of someone. Now, when I say that, I want you to also keep in mind that this return doesn't mean that you were in a past relationship in this lifetime, but it may feel like the person that you meet or that you are confirmed to get to know is someone you've known for a long time, many lifetimes, or at least it's going to feel that way. Okay, is how I'm seeing it. Yeah. Some of you do need to fix that situation from the past. If you have any lingering estranged husband or wife, you need to resolve that, okay? Any type of lingering past relationship, resolve that before going into this new relationship. Okay, because the only reason you would have that person there is for self-sabotage, just in case it gets a little too serious and you don't want to commit, or so that you don't have to commit. And that is coming from a spirit of poverty as it relates to love and relationships. So address that, Virgo. Let me do a general read, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and bounce out. And then I'll come back tomorrow. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a little tired. Queen Britt says this is good for Leo. I know so many people who feel like this, and I was a cub myself at one point, but I'm a full feline queen now. Yes. Yes, God. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. And amazing at that too. FYI. Yes. I love my Leos. It's like you don't have to be, you have to carry the energy of the center of the universe. But if someone else also happens to be the center of their own universe, it is not a slight upon you. And when people understand it, they're so much more confident. They're so much more fluid, They're so much more lively. Okay. All right, this month will be about facing your fears and bringing. This is a healing month for Virgo. Okay, this is a healing month. This is about getting deep inside of what really bothers you and addressing that. Okay, some of you, it's like it's something about maybe a long held belief that you have is being challenged. because you're forced to figure out why you have that belief. Why do you hold on to this belief so hardcore like that? You know? And that's what I'm seeing coming out for my Virgos. It's like reassessing any type of pain or trauma from the past and finally starting the process of healing that. So this month, even though we're in Gemini season, for you, you're going to be putting an end to things that no longer serve you with the world card, but the world is moving to bring you new life. And in order to have that new life, Virgo, you have to address maybe why you may stay in love, like why you stayed in a relationship. What's really going on with you? What are your fears about building something new? What are your fears about bonding and being vulnerable? And you having to address that, okay? That's going to be very big for you in this month, okay? I wish I could do all the other 6 signs, but I would be here for another hour and a half. And for whatever reason, I just don't have the energy tonight to spare that. Okay. I am more excited, okay, about doing you guys is reading the full monthly reading where I could give you a good 30-40 minutes per sign. Okay. We're going to start that up here soon, starting next week. Okay, because I am clearing my schedule out right before my mother's birthday. So I just wanted to let you guys know that she's having her birthday on the 23rd. So I will be getting my schedule to a point where I can go and return and give you guys a full reading. But Virgo, I think that you should look forward to your reading, because what I see here is you finally getting through that muckety muck, those strings of scar tissue over your heart. I think that you're getting through those memories and harsh realities that you've had to survive through. You've had to make sense of in your life, and you're starting to pull your walls down for yourself. Because before you can do it for someone else, you got to do it for you. And you're starting to show people your more human side. And what I mean by that is more fallible, that you don't have to be infallible. And this is very key in your friendships. But more importantly, screw everyone else. It's important and therapeutic for you. Whenever you got important work to do in this world, you got to know your own personal hangups. You may be meeting someone who can help you through this, or this may be through your friends or something that you're inspired for. But I think that you're finally starting to look at the things that you fear and really assessing those things. And I wouldn't even say fear, but you could avoid the feelings of being vulnerable. And you're starting to unearth your own secrets that you've held from yourself. Okay? We have the Pisces card here, which shows us the expanse of our emotions. Okay? These things that we can even keep secret to ourselves. Well, that's being unhinged. And you got double Pisces here too. The roof is being knocked off of that thing. Okay? Especially here in the recent months. And the good thing is that with this Three of Swords, it's not like the traditional. The swords are taken out of the heart, and the heart is on the mend. So there may be some extreme energy of healing this month for you, Virgo. So that's beautiful. Okay, I can't wait to do you guys' full month reading. I'm sure that it's going to be amazing. Okay, and I may even go back over Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer tomorrow. It may be towards the end, because I was so annoyed because of I was so annoyed before I did this reading. This is like my only off day, so I was watching all the stuff that I wanted to catch up on, and I was so annoyed before I got started that I don't feel like I was in the zone. I don't feel like I was in the zone, fam. So I am going to probably come back tomorrow, start early so that we can get in the zone. And then once I go from Libra to Pisces, go back over Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. Cancer was Cancer was something else. But just in case we get something new, just look at it like a daily or a weekly, okay? Or another perspective. But I think I'm going to go back over them again. I don't know how I feel about starting the readings off with the love readings because, you know, people have so many other things that they're considering. And that's the reason why when I do all signs, they can easily be 2 or 3 hours. But I don't want to be here for 2 or 3 hours. I want them to be shorter so they can be, you know, a little bit more compact. And so I'm more, I will tell you, I'm more apt to do the monthly readings individually than this. Now, what's coming up will be the cusp signs and also the individual zodiac signs, okay? And so we'll try to get those. I'll try to start working on those this week and getting them out, okay? But when we come back tomorrow, I will be starting with Libra through Pisces, and then I'll go back over Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and also Cancer, okay? I love y'all so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for all of that. Thank you for the support, and I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? This was good. This is your girl Nala-Ife with Ife Nation Live. Sorry about my raggedy ass energy. I'm super drained, but I will make up for it tomorrow, okay? Peace, everybody. Y'all have a good night.